Okay, today we're going to talk about how severely inflation is impacting the interest rate calculations for the ConocoPhillips lump sums. My name is Wesley Boudreau, one of the financial advisors here at the Retirement Group. Before I get started, I just want to remind everybody that we are not affiliated with, nor are we employed by ConocoPhillips. However, we have been working extensively with ConocoPhillips employees for many years, helping them transition into retirement, and especially covering topics just like this on the pension plan, looking at the best options to take it, the annuity versus the lump sum, and best times to take it. And today we're going to talk about the interest rates and how they've been updated from the PPA segment rates, and how we're seeing the biggest change we've ever seen from quarter to quarter in the history of this calculation. Now, a quick reminder for those of you, there are various pension plans that you may have as a ConocoPhillips employee, so this doesn't necessarily apply to everybody. It primarily is going to apply to those legacy Conoco or legacy Phillips, in which case you've got that classic defined benefit plan where there's a calculation looking at your years of service, final average pay, and a multiplier to determine how much you're going to get as an income annuity for the rest of your life. From there, you have the option of instead of doing a single life annuity, a joint survivor or period certain, or turn it into a lump sum, and that's where the interest rates come into play. If you want to take a lump sum, what they do is they look at the income annuity you're getting for the rest of your life, look at your current age, and then look at general life expectancies to figure out how many more months or years they have to pay you. Then they go out and look at the current interest rate to determine, okay, what's the net present value of that, and that's what we're going to give you for a lump sum. So when interest rates are lower, they have to give you that much more money for you to go out there and try and recreate that same income stream yourself. So think about like a mortgage. When interest rates are low, you can afford a bigger house. And one side effect of the pandemic is we did drive interest rates down pretty low. So we've seen some pretty large lump sums for the legacy Conoco and legacy Phillips employees over this last year or two. However, that's not just changing, it's changing rapidly from quarter to quarter. And like I said, we got the interest rates updated for March here, so that's going to tell us what third quarter is going to be, and is the biggest drop we've ever seen in the history. Now, as far as the way they run that calculation is there's actually two interest rates that ConocoPhillips uses. Prior to 2009, they used the average of the 30-year Treasury to get that, so it's going to be a lower interest rate there. But after 2009, they actually use the PPA segment rates, which are the Pension Protection Act segment rates. Those are broke up into three segments: the first, second, and third, so short, midterm, and long term. The first segment is going to correlate to the first 5 years of retirement, second segment years 6 through 20, and the third segment years 21 and beyond. So for most of us, that second segment is going to cover 15 years of retirement, so it's got the highest weighting. So let's pay closer attention to that as I zoom into these to show you what we're looking at. So they actually use the last month of the prior quarter. So we just got March rates out, and that's going to tell us what the third quarter is going to be for 2022. And if you look at that from left to right, we're at 2.44%, 3.71, and 3.94%. Again, as I mentioned, the one that's got more weighting is that middle segment, that 3.71%. If we look one line below what we're in right now for the second quarter, it's actually 2.72%. So if we go all the way down there to the bottom, you'll actually see I put that in there. That's a change of 99 basis points, so essentially about 1% change. Now, roughly when we do see a 1% change in interest rates, we're going to see anywhere from an 8 to a 12% change in your lump sum. Usually when we talk about this, we talk about seeing a 1% change over the course of a year or 18 months, never in one quarter. So we're seeing that drop dramatically right here from the second quarter to the third quarter. So on average, 1% equals about 8 to 12, so let's just say 10%. So for many of you out there, let's say if you have $1 million lump sum for simple math here, if you calculate that out for second quarter, if you decide to wait until third quarter of this year to go, that's going to drop closer to $900,000. So you're going to lose about $100,000 in your pension lump sum calculation. So if you are thinking about leaving this year or even next year, it's really important to review this and see where you fall, because not many of us make $100,000 a quarter. So you're essentially working for free, at least for this quarter. Now, again, we don't know exactly what rates will do in the future, but it's safe to assume we're going to continue to see them climb. Hopefully not as quickly as what this is. So if we fast forward, fourth quarter and first quarter next year, it's chances are they may be even higher as well. So if you're anywhere within the next year or two of retirement, it's really important to review this. Again, if you're taking the annuity, it's not going to have the same bearing, but it's still important to review it so you know all your options. So again, anybody that has questions, just give us a call. We can actually run a cash flow analysis or update the cash flow analysis for you to show you how this ties into the overall financial plan. I'll let you know the best day to retire so you maximize your benefits from ConocoPhillips, and to go over any questions you have as well on that transition process. So you can always reach that 1-800-900-5867 or info@theretirementgroup.com. Or if you're tech savvy, go ahead and hold your cell phone up there. You can schedule a call with myself or one of the other advisors in the office, or you can make sure you follow us on our LinkedIn page specific to ConocoPhillips employees so you get updates on these webinars and other items as they come out. So again, I know it wasn't great news, but I want to thank everybody for joining us. And again, reach out, give us a call if you have any questions or want to run a review. Thank you, and hope you have a great day.